scared, but I know that we could be more than just friends, but you're scared, boy. I know that we could be more than just friends, but you're scared, boy. I know that we could be more than just friends, but you're scared, boy. I know that we could be more than just friends, but you're scared, boy. I know.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody?
What is up, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy spooky Friday.
Yes. Happy Spooky Friday. So you guys, Cap and I think had one of our first little tiffs in the 4 years that we've been together because he made the background for
The
today's
thumbnail.
episode. And let me tell you what, I'm not loving
She's
it.
not having it, you guys. She didn't like the spookiness. It was too spooky for her.
I'm not loving it, but we will carry on.
Can we get some answers in chat whether or not the thumbnail was that horrible?
No, can you show them the one that I made and then
No.
have them? You guys, I'm going to post in our Discord the thumbnail that I made after the episode, and you guys tell me. You guys tell me which one you like. But nonetheless, I do love you.
Thank
you
you.
for doing that. So really quick before we jump in, just because we are in the YouTube community, have you guys heard? It kind of went viral yesterday, so I'm not sure how many people know, but I'm going to post the story in our Discord as well. Have you guys heard about the YouTuber? I know he has Kid in his name, Jink Kid or whatever.
Jin Kid.
Anyways, he went and he freaking shot his wife.
Yeah.
And he's actually like a pretty talented YouTuber. I mean,
Subpar.
is what he does is he like does voiceovers for like rappers or, you know,
Impersonations,
But he
yeah.
has 1 million followers on TikTok and then like 100,000. Anyways, he shot his wife and her roommate.
Yeah,
on
sad story.
like Monday. Really, really crazy. So maybe if we do a weekend thing, not this weekend, but maybe we'll go deeper into that because
It was crazy.
I've been watching a lot about it. But what is up, everybody?
Let's see who we have in chat. We got Queen Savage, Becky, Tio, Laura, Sam, Koopa, Robbie, Panda, Scamula, Twomper. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We do have a lot to go over, and although it is not technically Halloween, we are going to give you guys the down low on Halloween, how to keep your kids safe.
Yeah, there's
and
some
also
interesting stuff I was reading.
some crazy stories, and it's not just like you're boring, like wear a glow stick. So we definitely got the heat coming in today. But let's kick it off with our milestones.
Yeah, let's see who we got here. The first one we got now.
And let me preface this.
Yeah, go
Let
ahead,
me
go
go into
ahead.
this. So you guys, I could have sworn in our last episode there were some comments saying, oh, why didn't you give Steph a shout out? I could have sworn that we did. So last episode I gave her a shout out when we got to her videos. So I went back through because I was so certain of it and I did not see it. So Steph, I want to apologize seriously and sincerely. She is so deserving of 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations on it. Her channel is literally brand new, so she's absolutely killing it.
Yeah, and I think that what happened was she hit 1,000 when we were already in one of our episodes, and we had stopped the episode to give her a shout out on that, but we never formally gave her a shout out.
And so she deserves that. So congratulations.
Shout out to
PP
Steph.
DECOY calls. We'll be going over some of her videos today, so stay tuned.
The next one we got here is coming from Creep Spotlight, coming in with 8,000. Good to see.
Super good to see.
I think this is the first time we've seen him on our milestones.
Yeah, since we started our show.
Since we
yes.
started, yeah.
But yes, he's definitely, and it's well deserved. His last couple catches the past week have been incredible. Loving it.
Yeah, he's doing it. The next one we got here is coming from Gordon Flowers, coming in at 10,000.
Nice.
Yeah, he just hit 10K. I think it needs to update here. Wait for it. And there it is. There it is. 10K.
Nice. Congratulations, Alex.
The next one we got here is coming from PP Southeast Texas, which is also another first for our show.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in with 18,000. Shout out to you. And then the next one, Sam with CP Catcher, 53,000.
Nice. I'm just so happy he's back. He
Same.
is such a light.
And then coming in with the tie is Colorado Ped Patrol, 53,700.
Okay. And it's tied?
Well, they just tied 53,000 with each other.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, congratulations to you both. Well deserved.
And then the last one, the big milestone here, is DAP coming in with 100K.
Hey. Oh, okay.
And that's pretty amazing, you know.
Honestly, I can't pick favorites. DAPs, I always say DAPs, and I apologize. DAP is one of my all-time favorites. I think he's one of the first people that I started to follow in the community a couple of years ago. And you guys, we are going to be going over one of his videos, and I think it was like my favorite the past 2 days. So if you haven't seen it, we'll cover it.
So shout out to all you guys for hitting those milestones.
DAP actually, now he gets the plaque.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Super tight.
So I'm sure we'll see that in the back of his Excuse Me Everybody podcast.
Nice. Okay, well let's move on.
And I'm kind of pissed because I think they used to actually be silver, and now they're just like,
you know what, I
like
heard
plastic.
that too. No, I heard that too. I remember when I used to watch like all my beauty videos, they would have like these huge silver plaques, and then you go to gold, and then I think
it's
like
a ruby.
Pee-wee, what's his
Pee-wee?
name?
No,
PewDiePie. PewDiePie, I'm pretty sure they sent him like a literal gold one when he hit like 50 mil.
Well, he got the ruby play.
The
button,
ruby.
Which is like the next level.
Ooh, who's going to be the first in the community to get that?
That'd be interesting to see. The next thing we got here, this was a premiere.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is out of order.
Yeah, no, I'm a little confused
we'll
by
hit back
this.
on that.
I'm not going to lie.
The first update we want to go over is PPMASS.
You guys, I was having a conversation with Cup yesterday, and PPMASS, no lie, is becoming, I've been watching a lot of his lives, and he's like very quickly becoming one of my favorite people to watch live. He is so positive, and it's not even that, because not everyone can always be positive, but he is just so nice to his audience. Like, he'll be like, okay, let me show you how to do, or I don't know. I just love his energy, and he's absolutely killing it. So anyways, he went and he had court, not yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. So basically he presented all of his evidence to the grand jury. This was for the transit pred. Mm-hmm. The grand jury, he said there was like 20 people there, and it went really, really well. The judge said that they do not want this predator to have probation, and that they really, really are strongly fighting for him to go to jail. So it's still in the district court. The pred will appear November 12th for court, and PPMASS said that he doesn't have to go, but he's going to pull up.
As he should. And then I guess he's also going to be heading to NY, is it? Yes,
he is going to go to NY in a week or two, he said, and guess who he's going to do a collab with, everybody?
Who?
Musa.
Hey, okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be super dope. Super dope.
Is that the first time they've collabed? I can't remember if they've collabed before.
I think that is gonna be a first, but I mean they're always on interviews together, like White Guy Wednesday. They always do. You know, they're always kind of crossing paths, but they both have such great energy that I will literally love to see that collab.
And then really quick, we got a special guest calling in. I wanted to see.
I don't even know who the special guest is.
Yo, you there?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? This is you want to introduce yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
It's Josh from DAP, man. How y'all doing?
Hey,
What's going on, bro? We just
I
wanted to
had no
formally
idea.
congratulate you on 100K, bro.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
How are you
What's your-
feeling?
Oh, you guys' name. What's your guys' name?
I'm Cup, and this is Emily.
I know. I'm like actually kind of shocked right now.
Yeah, man. So
Why-
what,
Why you got shot?
I don't know. I definitely
she
have-
didn't know you were gonna call in.
I had no idea, and I really do not have fangirl moments, but I kind of am with you. I've like fucked with you so hard for so long. So I definitely appreciate you taking the time to come on for
Hell
a
yeah.
minute. And congrats
No,
on 100.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You got any
Thank you.
any plans now? Are you gonna put that plaque up behind you in the for the Excuse Me Everybody podcast?
Yes.
I should. That's a good idea. I didn't even think about the plaque even coming.
Do they
But,
still
yeah.
do that? Do you know if they still do that?
Oh,
No.
they do.
Still do that. I haven't got like a email or nothing. So I
They
don't
better
know
hit
what-
you up ASAP
No,
on
yeah,
that.
It's coming. It's for sure coming.
So what's in the works now? I mean, like, it's 100K is a huge number for a YouTuber, right? So it's like,
Yeah,
are you
for sure.
you guys still gonna just be pumping it out as usual?
Yeah, man. I mean, like it's been like a kind of like a half goal just as like a number to see or something like that.
Right,
but,
right.
I mean,
No.
work stays the sure.
I think it's honestly good that you view it that way, because I think with a lot of YouTubers, not just in this community, but a lot of the times when they get and they see that number, it kind of goes to their head.
Right.
So
right.
I think that's a really dope response that it's not going to your head.
yeah.
No. I mean, obviously, like our videos are all titled like differently than like a lot of predator catchers
Right,
and stuff.
right.
Right.
Built this up like slowly, and like our fan base is like huge and hardcore and stuff.
Right.
And,
The DAP Maniacs.
but yeah, I mean, I think we earned it the right way. It wasn't like little empty.
No.
empty
Yeah. You've
and
been.
stuff.
You guys been grinding for sure. Are we gonna see another tour maybe across the U.S.? Because I saw you mention that on the other podcast you just did.
Yeah, so we did like I think I forget what Catch Beth is, but like during that little time we did from Ohio to Denver, Colorado.
That's
so I think
lit.
we're gonna coast tour soon. It's too cold right now to be on the East Coast.
Right.
I
Yeah, no.
know. Everywhere.
Yeah, head over to California, bro. I'm sure you could get some good catches out here.
Yeah, I was at LA. I think we got like 5 or 6 catches at LA.
I remember the LA.
Okay.
That was the guy and the girl.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And Daniel, and then a few other ones.
Oh hell
Yeah,
yeah.
well, we're going to be covering your latest catch later. And before I even knew you were coming on, I said it's probably my favorite catch. And I think that it was the most monumental. Excuse me, everybody. I mean, I don't want to ruin
Yeah.
too much for our audience, but if they have not seen it, but he had the entire mall like looking.
Right. And you kind of coined that whole like, blasting them in public like that,
Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't even really like when I started doing it. I guess I never really like understood like, oh, not really anybody else is doing this or whatever.
Right.
But, like,
Right. Well,
I think
I
that's
don't
the
know.
best part, honestly.
I think it is the best because a lot of the times if they don't get arrested or they don't lose their job, at least they can be like publicly humiliated for like a minute straight.
Right.
Like nothing's better than that.
for sure, I want to make it like their worst nightmare. You know what I mean? Like the worst nightmare is like going to school like naked or something like
right,
that.
right, yeah.
And
And then,
they're getting called out in front of hundreds of people.
Right.
yeah, that's got to be the worst. I forget who I was saying it to, but like when you have a job in like a public retail space and you get embarrassed because you might have got the order wrong or something, that's embarrassing,
Oh, yeah.
right? So it's
Right.
like, imagine that times like,
yeah, just
so
little all that little stuff could just be like,
that's
you
nothing.
know what I mean? Even just like dropping something in like an aisle, like you're like,
Right.
oh, and it's really like I'm a shy guy for the most part, so like I don't even know. I just turn it on.
Right,
Like,
it just
work-
like the adrenaline starts and you just fucking pump it out.
I
Yeah,
love
and
it.
we like on this last sketch, it was kind of different because you got to see. Usually, you just see like my angle of just
Right.
the camera face and stuff, but then you got to see like for the first time, I guess like the crowd behind that always builds up.
Exactly.
It was wild. Yeah.
That's dope. And then one last thing I wanted to ask, the intro song, you know, everybody's going to find you, you know, DAP going to find
it's
you.
literally a legendary song, and I'm not even just saying that because you're on here. Like, everyone in the comments of other videos,
They're dropping that.
They're even dropping that. They're like, DAP's gonna get you. They're, you know, it's like everyone knows that.
Did you expect that?
I had no idea, man. I had no idea about a lot of like everything that's called on the song.
Right.
Just like the me everybody, and I didn't even notice I was saying "excuse me everybody" all the time until like people started. Now it's kind of the thing. But
Now
like,
it's like, yeah, that's trademark, damn
first,
near.
I had no idea like what I was getting myself into in the song. Like we tried to like flirt with changing the song a few times, and people wasn't messing with it. So
I remember when you changed it, people were like, nah, bring the old one back, bro. You
Yeah.
guys are slacking.
No, you know what?
exactly.
I like noticed a couple months ago. I was like, I never realized in the first version of it that you would have chat logs.
Yeah, that's the best
And I
part.
was like, I was listening one day and I was like, is that say chat logs in there? And we played it back and like very faintly you could hear
Yeah.
chat logs.
Who's on the ad libs?
My old buddy Sam,
He kills it.
Kills it.
he raps it. Obviously, I do the little talking thing or whatever. But yeah, we like recorded that first go. Like we did that
Damn,
in like
the
5
one take? Damn, okay.
it's like 5 minutes, and just I'm like, this is actually pretty cool, and then
We
it
might
just turned it.
need that DAP mixtape.
Yes.
Just
yeah,
a whole mixtape.
Dude, we get some time, man. We might be able to get around it. I'll just go in there and do my little DJ Khaled thing.
Exactly. That's all we need. We need the DJ Khaled of the predator catching
Yeah.
community.
Let's do it.
That's right, man. But this is really cool what you guys are doing. This is like new and innovative, and
We're just trying to bring everything condensed for some people who don't have time to watch every single catch because there's so many catchers, you know.
right. I mean, to be honest with you, like I don't get to watch. I don't really watch other catches just because it's my job. So like,
Right.
Yeah.
enough of files myself to like go out and like it's kind of like if you drove trucks and then you went home and like watched ice road trucks.
Right.
Right. You don't want to do that. Well, right
Yeah.
on. Do you got any catches coming up? Anything dropping soon?
So we're when we got that band, we took I think it was a whole month off, and we were doing 2 catches a week up to that.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, so you
But
got to
right now
stock up.
right now we're doing 1 a week, and then we'll build that shit back up and go back to 2 a week.
Nice.
do it.
Well, we're ready for
We're ready.
it, bro.
We're ready to interview or not interview. We're ready to review.
Yeah.
Call me anytime or hit me up anytime.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it so much.
Thank
This
you.
made my
Thank
day.
you for calling in, and once again, congrats on 100K. That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, the guy.
All
All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you.
All right,
Bye.
bye.
Wow, you did not tell
I
me
just,
that.
I thought it was best that we get him on because 100K, that's a big monument,
Oh my
you know,
God,
like
you guys, I am not kidding. I don't know why, but there's like very limited people that I kind of like would be shocked over, but I'm like really shocked over that. I think it's just because he stays out of, just like he said, it's his job. So he's not really immersified in the community, you know, in everybody's lives and everything. So I think that's super tight.
yeah, that's super dope of him calling in. So
Wow.
shout out to DAP.
Hell yeah.
I
Thank
see the
you
purple
so
hearts dropping
much.
for him right now.
And
Well
I
deserved.
saw so many people saying like DAP is the best or DAP is and I completely
DAP
agree.
gon' find ya.
DAP gonna find you. And he found us today.
He found us. Fuck.
All right. Well, let's move on. We will be reviewing one of his videos. So let's keep it going.
Yeah, the next up we got here is a update from Alex. We told you last time that he started the GoFundMe for this guy's family.
Yes, guys. So like a day ago, I was on, I got a message. So long story short, actually, no, somebody commented on our comment that we left on that video saying how incredible it was. Well, long story short, the family, they did not want it. And they are pissed about the whole situation. They're pissed that his videos were put up online, yada, yada, yada. So a lot of people were like, oh my God, is this like a move to scam us or whatever?
Right.
But here's the good news, guys. Alex went live last night and he showed the screen of him refunding everybody. At first, he was like, if you want a refund, just hit me up. Well, finally, I think he realized that there would be too many rumors. So he went through, he refunded everyone. And then the $500 that he donated that portion to Joyful Heart Foundation. And we have attached a screenshot here.
Yeah, so he did donate his portion. So, and if you need a refund.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure I didn't watch the whole live.
It?
He hit refund, so I'm pretty sure it goes back to everyone's account. So everyone did get a refund. And yeah, I think it's super dope that he took that $500 and put it towards research. So great job, Alex. And thank you for this screenshot because you know the internet will run wild. So we appreciate that. Yeah,
and I think it's crazy that the family said no, they don't want the money.
Right. Well, they were so supportive in the beginning, but I think that I don't think anyone really knows the magnitude that some of these catchers that they get. And his video probably already has over 100,000 views and everyone at the school saw it. Everyone in the town saw it. And so I think they're just trying to revert backwards, but it is really weird that they wouldn't accept the money. I don't know. That's weird.
Very strange. Next up, we got Courtney Elizabeth. She had the pred that grabbed her that she released the other day was like super upset at himself, mad. He's can't sleep, can't eat, all this. So he wanted to meet up with her, and she was like, "Nah, like I'm not meeting up with you."
Right. He wanted her to go alone and meet up at his house, and she's super like, "He's gonna kill me."
So she was gonna do a Zoom call with him to ask the questions and let him say whatever he wanted to, but he declined and kind of flaked on her. So there is no update from that, unfortunately.
But luckily it did turn in a lot of the times when like decoy calls or something that they don't work out or the pred doesn't answer. It kind of turned into a little Q&A. And so people, they started talking about music, and it's just another way for the community to get to know these catchers. And actually, to add on top of what DAP was just kind of explaining, Courtney also explained, they said, what do you think about this catcher? Or do you watch this, and this? And she said, honestly, you guys, like, now that I am so immersified into these catches, like, I do not watch. I'm just not in it like that. She said, I will go to my favorite catchers and I'll like the video. And like, if I'm there, I'll always jump in and try to support. Yeah. But she's kind of the same, Yep.
The next thing we got here is from a CC unit. He had a live the other day, 2:31, I think, but I guess he couldn't find him. I couldn't watch it. We were busy. But I guess he's maybe still on the hunt for him.
I know. I was like actually really pissed about this because we were in a meeting and we missed this catch, and I was like, you're lying. And of course it was down immediately. So we reached out, and that's the update that we got. So if you guys have any other details, let us know. But I know he'll find him.
Yep. And then moving on to NVCAP, he had a little live stream last night, and he always is doing these live streams where you can call in and just kind of speak your piece. But we wanted to play this little clip because we think he has really good insights into the community and what he wants to do.
Absolutely. And I know we like to say that we're unbiased, and I think if you watch more than 10 minutes of our episode, you really will see that we are unbiased. But NVCAP is also, without claiming to be unbiased, he really is unbiased. How many times can I say that? But we wanted to play this little part of what he said about us, not us, but everyone in the community being journalists.
Journalists and law enforcement can work together. That has happened before, but except this sector. So we have to take that. We have to assert our right. We have to assert our constitutional rights. That's what we have to do.
Wait, I think that you
I'm like,
clicked it at a different time.
Let's restart that.
I want to do something about it. And I feel like we have, because NVCAP has yet to be called a vigilante group, and based on how we do our catches, it's like it would really just
so this really is not the part, but basically
like call us a vigilante group. Like we just like something I kind of also repeat to predators is I say we have no authority. So the definition of vigilanteism is.
That was a different part, but also great information. He basically says that journalists, it's so important because journalists, they kind of have found like some of the best things that have happened have come from journalists, and that's all that we're doing. You know, we're just trying to expose the truth and the facts. So anyways, I'll also find the correct part because I absolutely loved what
It's
he
literally
said.
like 20 seconds after this, but yeah, we'll link it down below for you guys to watch.
Yes.
The next thing we got here is DECOY. Let's see. No, that's not it. It's Musa. Musa's in NJ, New Jersey.
He's
fishing out there right now, you guys.
He's fishing, and he's actually live fishing right now. So after this episode, we have a couple premieres for you guys to go check out, but definitely go because you know him. He's going to get like at least 1 to 3 guys tonight.
And then the next thing I wanted to show you guys was I went on this mapping app, I guess, map website.
This is really cool, you guys.
Yeah, I plotted all of the catchers that I know about in the United States on a map, and it's available in our Discord to see. But you can click on the name and see who's out there. So, for instance, like if you click down here in San Diego, you'll see Gotcha Pred, People v Preds, and CC Unit.
Yeah, a lot of people, I think that they see the catchers' names, but they don't really know where they are. And of course, this is not an exact location whatsoever. We would never do that to the catcher, but it's in like the
It's approximate to where they're at.
Yeah, the major city. But I also think that this is going to be really beneficial to, say, decoys even, because when they catch a predator, they can kind of look at this and see like, okay, where's the next?
Right.
Even though a lot of the catchers will travel, it is just a good view to see how many catchers are where, and if you want to start a new catching
I was gonna
group,
say.
yeah,
You can see where we're needing some coverage, more like the upper north, Nevada. Looks like there's not much in Nevada, Idaho, Montana.
So if any of you guys are watching and you want to start a channel and you're in that area, I think it'd be really great.
Yeah, head over there and start a group. And then that pretty much does it for the community updates. Let's go into the national news here. We got some crazy stories, you guys.
Crazy.
This is a North Texas man confesses to creating CP with 10 girls for more than 6 years.
Play that.
Abused girls and sold child porn online for years is in jail tonight. They started investigating 31-year-old Jermon Miller 2 weeks ago after getting a tip about child porn being uploaded to the internet. He was just arrested yesterday during a traffic stop in Irving. Police say he admitted to sexually abusing 10 girls and selling the recordings online for 6 years. Investigators say it's possible there are more victims out there, and police want you to reach out to them if that was you or if you know someone that was victimized.
Yeah, and we wanted to show that. There's not much on it, but we just wanted to get the exposure out there for that sick man there.
Yeah, and they say that there are a ton of other victims that have not moved or come forward. So if you or somebody knows who this guy is, definitely step forward.
Yes, and the next thing we got here is coming from Tex Bulldog from Reddit.
Yes.
Our favorite sheriff, Grady Judd, did an operation, and we'll play a little clip here.
Then there's Pikachu. No, we didn't arrest him. But Pikachu, you see, is a co-conspirator, not a willing co-conspirator. Because the next guy that I'm going to introduce you to, as he's grooming this child, makes the statement, we want to cuddle with Pikachu and have sex in the back of the car. Did you hear what I said? Well, I talked to Pikachu. He confessed. He turned state's evidence and said, dude, I had nothing to do with this pervert. He just bought me off the shelf someplace. Pikachu doesn't like this.
So yeah, basically they did a sting operation called Operation No Tricks, No Treats, and it targeted child predators, prostitutes, and those who solicit them. Deputies were able to rescue 17-year-old girl and 2 women in their 20s who were believed to be victims of human trafficking. 39 people were arrested for prostitution, while 61 others were accused of soliciting prostitutes. And in that, they caught 2 child predators.
Love that. 102 arrested.
Crazy.
I swear to God, I think it's because Florida is just like the most transparent state ever. But oh God, I love him first off.
Yeah.
And also just like all of the interviews that we watch, interrogations, traffic stops, everything is out of Florida because they are so transparent. So definitely if you're into this type of thing, go check out.
Yeah, there's a whole press conference you can watch.
And he's so entertaining. He makes it not
Yeah.
boring. You know, a lot of these I would be like somewhat bored with, but he makes it so entertaining.
Yeah, no, shout out to the sheriff over there. The next thing we got here is coming from Time and Space from our Discord. Thank you for this article. This is Illinois mayor hires a formerly incarcerated child sex offender to inspect community homes and residents are angry as
What?
fuck. Yeah, tell me if that doesn't just like make you say what.
I'm actually shocked. What?
So yeah, the mayor of Dolton, I guess, Tiffany Henyard, hired a formerly convicted sex offender to inspect homes and businesses within the area for code violations. The employee has been identified as 46-year-old Lavelle Redmond. The Illinois native previously spent 24 years in prison after pleading guilty for his connection in the vicious rape incident involving 2 underage girls in 1991.
Wow, I am pissed. And if
Like, what?
if I lived in that city, I would be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even understand how they would like.
It makes no sense. But it says that the girls were 13 and 14 during the time of the incident. And then 17-year-old Redmond was sentenced to 50 years in prison. However, he was later paroled in 2016. In regard to the matter of the employee who is subject to the recent news stories, know that the incident referred to occurred nearly 30 years ago and they paid their debt to society. We believe that a person can be rehabilitated and we believe in second chances.
Okay, so this kind of reminds me of one of our first episodes that we ever did where we talked about somebody that it was like 30 years later, he was like a photographer and basically everyone found out that he was a child predator. He lost his job. He lost his house. I mean, he literally lost everything. And he kind of said the same thing. He's like, look, like no one has known in 30 years. I've paid my dues. So it's kind of a tricky one, but I absolutely do not agree with this.
Oh, no, that's not right. There's so many people probably that could do this job and not be
and for the mayor, that's crazy.
It's insane. The next story we got is just as insane, if not crazy. I'm sure you guys have heard about this. It was about the 3 kids that were left alone, starved, and living with the brother's corpse. Why did no one save the Texas House of Horror boys?
Oh, yeah. Everyone has to know about this because it's like the biggest story ever.
It's insane.
Well, you know what I actually heard about is that she was actually questioned by police like a year prior and they just let her go.
Yeah, it says police first learned about the siblings when the eldest, age 15, called the Harris County Sheriff's Office. He said his brother, age 9, had been dead for about a year in the room next to his. When police responded, they found the boy's uncovered dead body as well as 3 unsupervised male minors. The children's mother and others would occasionally bring them food, but officials say it appears for the most part the children were left to fend for themselves. The 15-year-old also told police that their parents had not lived with them for several months. According to the surviving children's accounts, heard in court on Wednesday, Brian Coulter punched and kicked their brother Kendrick Lee until he stopped moving. His body was then covered in a blanket and left to rot for the next 11 months.
It makes me sick. And, you know, today they actually had a press conference with the grandmother, so this lady's mother, and she was just so distraught and she was like, yeah, my daughter needs a maximum sentence, like this is disgusting. And the thing that hurt her the most is that she said she would reach out to her and say, why don't you let me take the children, why don't you let them come live with me? And she would deny. It's sick. It's absolutely horrible.
Yeah, it says that the eldest brother would leave the home to pick up food for his brothers from the kind neighbors who took pity on him and let him charge his phone when the electricity was cut off. And the autopsy showed it was caused from homicidal violence. So Mr. McCoulter here is charged with murder while Miss Williams was arrested and charged with, child by omission and tampering with a human corpse.
It's so bad. And then also a big question, because I've been following this like crazy. A really big question was if it was just the 3 children living there, which it was, the parents were nowhere there. Like, how did they pay rent? You know, like that was a big common question. Well, I guess that this mother was using welfare checks and then disability checks. I guess that one of them has somewhat of a disability, and she was just using that money to go pay the office online, basically make the rent, and that was it.
Insane. And I was looking through this article here. While those kids were starving, this guy, the guy that killed the kid, was posting on his Instagram, I guess, and there is a picture posted, let's see, right here. And it says, FOE, family over everything. We eat good if you are a part of the fam. The brand movement / brand movement. We finna enjoy this whole pot made with love. Family over everything all day, every day.
It
And it's
makes me
just
sick.
sickening.
If you're a part of the family, aka not the 3 children.
Right. It's sickening.
Well, they're all going to get what they have coming to them, because this is becoming like one of the biggest stories, kind of like Gabby Petito. So those children are definitely going to be loved, and luckily they're not going to be put in like foster care. The grandmother wants them; they're in protective custody.
Good. Yeah.
So they do have a very loving home, but this is crazy.
Sad. Very sad. So I'm going to stay up on this story to bring you guys an update. Moving on to Halloween.
Good old Halloween.
So, during Halloween, it's kind of like, all your kids are out trick-or-treating, and it's kind of changed, I think, from when I was a kid, running around the neighborhood at night, just
Right.
no cares, just kind
Right.
of going up to random houses, which, if you think about it, it's kind of dangerous.
Oh, 100%.
But it's even more dangerous when states don't really do anything to kind of take care of the sex offenders.
And you guys, before we kind of were reviewing our episode, I had no idea that some states do things.
Yeah, so there's states called no candy laws that have these in place. And some of the states, I think there's like 10 or so that I could find: California, New Jersey, Missouri, Florida, New York, Texas, Ohio, Tennessee, Louisiana, Wisconsin, South Carolina, and Georgia. And so with these kind of laws in place, they're pretty much all the same. And the sex offenders are supposed to be at home during trick-or-treating hours, and they don't have their porch lights on. Their homes are not decorated for Halloween, and they don't engage in any Halloween activities. So I thought that was kind of nice, but then there's some states that you take it even a step further.
A step further, you guys.
And let's see here. Yeah, no candy Halloween laws, which is crazy. But there was a state, I think Texas, they take it a step further in basically rounding up all of the sex offenders in their town, and they keep them inside of like either the jail or the court just during Halloween, and then let them go back home.
They keep them overnight. Is that not crazy, you guys? Maybe because I'm not from Texas, but I had no idea that was a thing. And,
Me neither.
Are you going to tell them what you kind of looked into a
Well,
little deeper?
so there was I saw that Georgia they had a 13th annual shut-in in 2019 where they rounded everyone up, and basically they'll bring them to like the courthouse or the jail. They'll spend the night. They'll entertain them to some degree, like with speakers and stuff, to learn about certain things. But I couldn't find that if they were doing it recently, and I reached out to the department, and the detective there said that because of COVID, they can't do it. So they're taking extra measures to basically go to each house of sex offenders and verify that they are living at that address, so that the parents can use apps and available databases to check the neighborhoods, prior to going trick-or-treating,
Right.
to make sure that it's safe.
And we've come so far with technology that now it isn't just like, oh, you look up on Angie's List or whatever and you see where these pedophiles live. Now there's literally like the news I saw today. Do you have one of them pulled up or no?
Yeah, I do. Really quick, I wanted to say that Ohio, there's a town in Ohio, they said, "We don't want there to be any temptation at all," said Jan Edgar, Director of Court Services in Warren County. So the court will be open Sunday and is requiring all sex offenders in the county who are on felony supervision to report there.
Wow.
And then I don't know when it stopped, but California used to actually require that these were the requirements for California. And the last one here, it was in 2016, it was eliminated, but they made you put up a sign that states that you are a registered sex offender.
Wow.
But
Oh, that's good. That's good.
yeah, it is good, but it caused some issues because in Georgia, the sheriff's office was actually being sued because
What?
by the sex offenders. Yeah, let's take a look. This was a couple years ago, and the case is still pending. Civil lawsuit.
It's always, oh, go ahead.
These yard signs out. No, not the campaign, but
Okay,
as
well,
a warning.
I hate these
to trick or
websites.
I
treat.
know. These
The
websites are
sign
the actual
reads in
worst.
capital letters, no trick or treat at this address. Something Sheriff Gary Long has taken literally.
Georgia law is very, very clear. It doesn't say that the sheriff can or the sheriff may. It says the sheriff shall. And it says that the sheriff shall, in fact, notify each.
Okay.
Okay,
Anyways,
so basically,
really interesting.
yeah, the sex offenders are now suing the county because they think it's unconstitutional for them to place these signs on private property.
Oh.
And I mean, it
Oh.
is kind of a gray area, I guess, but
That definitely is a gray area. I mean, I think if you are a sex offender, like, tough shit.
Right.
You gotta pay the consequences. And I know, like, a lot of towns, when a predator first moves to the area, people will literally go put signs on all their neighbors' doors saying, hey, your neighbor at 287 Main Street just moved in and he's a sexual, predator.
Yeah, and on the flip side of that, the states that I could find that don't have like any laws in place are Iowa, West Virginia, and Michigan. Iowa said there's no law that stops them from turning on their porch lights and passing out candy, which I thought was just kind of crazy because, I mean, it's insane that there's so many sex offenders out there, and to make
I
that
mean, Halloween is like the worst holiday for, I mean, it's the one holiday that you're not at a table with your family eating or opening gifts, or, it's like the day that all of the children, it's like a children's holiday, goes out and is knocking on strangers' doors.
And just to show you here in San Antonio, all of these red or purple dots are sex offenders
Oh my
in
God.
all of San Antonio.
Wow.
Is that not insane?
That's definitely insane.
And I looked up our address, and we have 18 within a mile of us.
Oh, love that.
Yeah,
Love
so,
that for us.
If you go to the Department of Justice website, the National Sex Offender Public website, you can search by your address and pull it up. And they also have an app too. If you wanted to download the app to make it easier, you just log in, put your location, and you can see and kind of plot what neighborhood you're going to take your kids to that might not be inundated with sex offenders.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And taking it one step further, this app here, Offender Watch, it actually partners with all of the law enforcement. It's the biggest law enforcement database that's not, a public company, I guess. But you can go on this app and you can actually put your location, and you install the app on your kids' phones, and it will notify you if your kid is coming in contact or near a sex offender.
Holy hell.
Yeah, so it's a super cool app, Offender Watch. You can also download that app and create an account.
Wait, that's like something, I mean, I don't even have kids and I want that on my phone.
Right? I was like, damn, that's pretty...
That's super cool. Well, thank you for doing all of that research. And
it's just crazy that
it's definitely crazy. And I mean, Halloween is a really fun time. I mean, I love it. It's great, but we do definitely need to be a little extra precautious. And like a lot of the research I saw was just like, oh, make sure you're with your kid and they have a glow stick and they're always staying 6 feet apart. And it's like, there's definitely steps that you can go a lot deeper.
Oh, and then one thing I forgot to mention with this website, Offender Watch, by signing up with the Safe Virtual Neighborhood, parents are alerted if registered sex offenders engage with their children through text, phone call, or emails. Parents are also alerted if their child is near a sex offender's home for an extended period of time. So I thought that was pretty cool that it'll monitor all of the text and stuff.
Definitely super cool.
So keep your kids safe. Double check the area that you're going to trick or treat, because you never know who's around you, I guess.
You definitely never know.
And there's so many. Jesus.
Yeah, no, they're literally roaches on this earth. But let's see some of them get caught.
Yes.
Let's watch some of these definite I always want to cuss and then I pull myself back. But I'm super excited. So we have 570 predator catcher. We have already shown you guys this video, but since this video has blown up so much, like nationally, you guys, I mean, there's even news places in California covering this. He went ahead and he uploaded all of the text messages between him and the priest. So definitely go take a look.
Yeah, he dropped the whole chat log on him.
Yeah, and it definitely gives everyone insight on how bad this pred actually is. I think a lot of the time a viewer really isn't able to see the extent of how sick a predator is during the live catch because one, they lie, then they deny. So these type of videos definitely kind of give you a lot more insight.
The next one we got here is coming from STEPH. This was the Gumby pred.
Gumby pred. Yeah. So I did not watch this whole thing, but I did watch a part of it, and I was literally eating some food yesterday. And let me tell you what, that was just not smart. They talk a lot about poop and the family, but it's really funny. And then she did drop a couple others for the serial killer pred. That's just kind of what I'm calling him. I don't think that that's what his actual name is. But he sounds like a serial killer. This guy is also just super gross. So definitely go check those out.
Yeah, she dropped like 2 or 3, I think.
Yeah, I think she dropped 3.
The next one that dropped was from, this is Richmond Against Predators. This was the video we showed you from Facebook, but this was uploaded to YouTube. So if you guys can head over to Richmond Against Predators and shoot them a like, leave a comment, get them in the algorithm. Let's get them to 1,000, should we?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Screwed up, man. This is bad. We got a private investigator in the group now, man. You're done.
I'll admit to it.
You're done.
You're trying to meet a 15-year-old. Will you admit that you asked her if she'd take care of that erection for you? Admit that. That's the stuff that's hard to say. Can you say that? Can you say I invited a 15-year-old girl here to help me with my erection because the fans heard it on the decoy call. That was live too.
Oh, got him.
That's the shit that's got to come out your mouth, man. You need.
So yeah, this guy was.
And once again, this stupid pred. The thing that he says as the reason behind this is my anxiety and my depression.
Oh, poor guy.
Baby,
going through it, huh?
Yeah, well, hopefully he's going through it in jail or at least being questioned at some point.
The next one we got here is from PANDA Patrol Carolinas, and we brought you guys over after our last episode to see his premiere.
Yes.
So thank you to everyone who showed up.
Seriously, thank you everyone so much. That was their first video, and earlier that day they needed a certain amount to even do a premiere or something along those lines, and you guys got them to the point where they could do the premiere, and then you guys all like flooded. There was like 80 people in the live, so it was really, really incredible. So thank you.
Yeah, no, that was super dope of everyone. And if you haven't seen it yet, head over to Panda Patrol Carolinas, take a look at this video because this guy, he's in a lot of shit.
What you're wearing, I got everything. And you're live right now in front of a bunch of viewers. Dude.
Whisper.
It's Whisper. Yeah. I know who you hang out with. I know you've been messing with Baby.
I have not.
I got everything, bro. That's me. You've only been messaging me. Right. It's only me. It's all right. I'll just keep following you. This guy's here to fuck a 14-year-old girl.
Ooh, got him.
Yeah, so he kind of, he does the, is this just like a DAP episode now that I've like spoken to him? He does the, excuse me, everyone, without saying that, but he lets everyone know. And this guy had the nerve to pull up in his company truck.
Yeah.
He's just dumb.
He's dumb.
And
he's done.
He's dumb and he's done. If you guys have not seen this, definitely go check it out and subscribe. Their content is incredible and they're not new in the game.
Yes. Next one we got here is Kirk. This is coming from the Predator Hunter. He's dropped a couple of videos over the last couple of days. We'll play this really quick.
Look, man, I'm not actually 14. Do you mind having a chat?
Yeah.
Look, like it's illegal.
I know.
Under the section, under 172.1, you cannot be doing this, dude.
No.
No, you've hit me up on those accounts multiple times. I was supposed to meet you like a month ago. You offered a 15-year-old boy a job.
So yeah, this was a new one from him.
Yes, and I loved both that he uploaded. Definitely go watch them both. I think that it's the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another one that he uploaded, and I thought that we had it up here. But long story short, he kind of just went to serve the guy justice and teach him a lesson. On the other video, the predator technically did not speak sexual, but he still came to meet up with the minor.
Right.
So to me, that makes me feel like it would have turned sexual. So I'm really happy that he did reach out to him. And he was really nice. And I don't know if he showed his face, but I think that guy, something was really off with him.
Really off.
Definitely really off. So definitely go show Predator Hunter some love.
The next video we got here is coming from Ace. That's against Alliance Against Childhood Exploitation.
And you guys, they like were busting it out.
Yeah, they dropped like 10 videos. We're going to show you a couple here. This one's 51 Antonio.
You know why I'm here to talk to you today?
Huh? No.
You're here to meet a 14-year-old girl.
Huh?
You're here to meet a 14-year-old girl?
No.
I'm here to expose you as an online child predator.
The what?
I'm here to expose you as an online child predator. You thought you were going to have sex with a 14-year-old girl today?
No, I wasn't.
8GE77. So, Carlos, let me tell you a little bit about what I do. Okay, I run an organization that protects children in Springfield.
But I'm not doing that, though.
What are you doing here?
Huh? Do you read the messages?
What are you doing here?
Yes, I'm here to talk to her, not...
Oh, yes, of course.
Did you read the messages? Like,
No.
I'm the person that was, that's what I think is so funny when a lot of the predators, they like actually think there really is a child involved.
Right. It looks like he showed up in his company truck too.
Absolutely. And it also looks like he's parked in like the handicap spot. And
Shame on him.
And this guy, he was like, I have no record. And then she's like, oh, you're not fighting a DUI right now? And then like he just kept saying things like, I've never done this. And then she would call him out and be like, well, what about this? And he just got so deep in his lies. Definitely love it.
The next one we got here is 53.
Oh,
this is
one.
Jovan, I guess you'd say.
Hey, look,
I just
all right, listen.
off of probation.
Okay, off of probation. You're here to meet a child.
For stealing, and please don't call the cops.
All right, look, I'm gonna give you an option, all right?
Please.
All right, hang tight.
I can't go back.
All right, hey man, if you want to resolve this in a peaceful manner, I suggest you talk to me. Okay? Do you understand? Look, I facilitated multiple arrests throughout the country. I have several guys sitting in jail right now, but you know what? I'm not going to do that right now. You understand?
Oh my God.
But I have one issue.
I know. I
Oh
always,
my
whenever I'm
gosh.
watching these, I just want to play them the entire time, but I want you guys to go watch them. So they dropped like 9 or, they
10.
dropped 10 videos. And at first, you guys, I had every single one linked. And then we were like, okay, we need to narrow
can't
it
show 'em
down.
all.
But they're all really good and they're not super duper long. So if you guys want to go binge, I'm going to put these two and then the link to their channel below. Definitely go check it out. And before yesterday, when they uploaded 10, their last batch of uploads was like 6 days ago. So they're definitely busting them out.
Yeah,
and I
shout out
love
to
it.
Danny over there at Ace. Doing
Yes.
big things. The next one we got here is this is Man Wants to Teach Everything He Knows. And this is a upload from Hunted and Confronted, which we haven't really shown him too much on our channel. But it was a really good catch.
To teach her things, and you made it very clear and obvious what your intentions were going to be. Am I lying?
Well, I was going to hang out, but said she wanted to.
And what did I say to you? I said that I don't know any of this. I played very innocent, did I not? Okay. And you obviously had the intentions to have some sexual activity with a minor, correct?
I guess. Yeah.
That's yes or no question. Okay? So, with that being said, have you ever done this before, or is this
This is very much the first time.
this is your first time?
I just don't know if I
God.
believe it.
I don't believe it. I don't whatsoever. It's the first time he may have been caught, but not the first time. And you can just tell by like his little smart ass.
Right,
like,
his little smirk.
No, like, no.
Yeah.
Anyways, I loved it. And a lot of these channels that we're talking about today are either somewhat newer channels or just ones that we haven't covered a lot on, our channel.
And they're
we
big
love
on
that.
Facebook too.
Yeah, a lot of these people are really big on Facebook. So we'll link their Facebooks below. Oh my God. This one,
white trash coworkers defend and shield sick creep at work. This one's coming from Alex with your boy JDQ.
Before you play it, I'm not going to go too deep. I'm sure you guys have all seen it, but were you guys dying over the guy on the golf cart? Like how he drives it and whips it around and he just dips off and then comes back? Play it.
I don't know what you got.
Hey, we just want to have a conversation.
Get off.
You're caught, buddy. Call the cops. What's the problem? Okay, Matthew.
Can I get back in the store, please?
Okay, Matthew, do you want me to explain to him, or do you want us to have a talk with you? What do you want to do?
This is all not what I
Over. Okay. No, it's just between us and him right now. If he wants us to tell you, we will. Matthew.
No, I did not do anything.
No, we just want to have a conversation about what you tell because
his little golf cart.
Yeah, so I was dying over this, and there are so many good parts about this. Like I literally picked out like 10 different times that I was gonna play different parts of the video, but I'm sure you guys have already seen it. But yeah, this guy
was a crazy.
Yeah, this guy says that he wants to be in law enforcement. He said that he's about to be a cop, which no, you're not. And then he proceeds to like lock Alex out of the building. Then Alex gets in and it's like a truck stop. And I truly almost thought that Alex and the front clerk guy were going to fight.
Same. And I thought they were going to arrest Alex too.
The front clerk guy, and Alex wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just saying like, no, let me take this guy outside. Like, please come do this interview. And the guy was pissed. He was straight up like, hey, yo, like, I'm about to lose my job right now. Like, you don't know where I'm from. Like, I'll do this and this.
Right.
So definitely go watch it.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then the other good one that was crazy. This was a CC unit where this guy went crazy on him. Jeepers goes crazy. And his sister works for the sheriff department.
And this is how she reacts.
And entrap people with lies.
He said he contacted. Yeah, you do?
I know all about you people.
Yeah, you do?
I know all about you people.
I also know this crime detective of this county.
Good. Go call him.
It's not a him, it's a girl. If you knew about it, you would know it's a woman.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't get involved with crimes. I work at the jail.
Do you
that
think?
has nothing to do with me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and if you guys have not already seen this, and again, like these major catches, I just assume you guys all have been there for the premiere. But if you have not seen this, please go watch it. I don't know how this woman, says that she works for the sheriff's department, and the guy beforehand literally had picked something up and like threatened to hurt CC unit. Like he kept trying to fight him, and CC unit was like, no, bro. Like he's like, if you hit me, then I'll hit back. But like, I'm not trying to do that. But this guy was crazy.
Super
and
crazy.
the sister, I feel like, is like even crazier. I don't know how you could do that. And then she throws
I don't know
out
how she works at the sheriff department.
Yeah, she throws out the whole, you're a vigilante.
And she knows so much, yet she said that he was going to entrap him. Next one we got is the premiere from DAP that happened earlier today. This is number 135, Dawn.
This was gold.
Just the look on Dawn's face. All right, let's see.
Some weapons. Hey, I ain't got no weapons. Why you wet right there? Huh? Why you wet right there? Why you wet right there? Because I kind of pissed myself. You pissed yourself? Yeah. Get down, kid.
Oh, no.
So, you said, have you ever sucked cock? You said, I got 8 inches for you, kiddo. You know I want to smack you in your mouth right now? You got kids?
Yeah.
How old are they? How old are they? You heard what the fuck I...
Yeah, 7 and 15.
Oh, my God.
So, you guys, this guy, I left a video and I was like, this guy not only, like, he pissed his pants, he shit his pants, and it's literally not figuratively. Like, this guy literally shit and piss his pants. And it makes me sick. This guy is married. He has a 15-year-old, and I think he said a 7-year-old, which is just... It's absolutely madness. And he keeps saying, like, I have mental health issues. I'm an alcoholic and the yada, 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 yada. And it's just like, take accountability for yourself. And it was awesome because the entire time, like DAP walked up and he was like, look, like I'm going to let everybody know what you're here to do. And he was like, no. Let's go talk. And I think that he thought like, okay, we're in the clear. And of course, like that's not how one of his catches go. So I don't want to play it because I want you guys to go see it. But I am not kidding. There were like hundreds of people and people yelling at the guy. Some people even following him out.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
Yeah, go watch this one. This one's crazy. Like the most epic, like just embarrassment of this guy.
Yes, absolutely.
He died. Not literally, but
Not
figuratively.
literally, yeah, figuratively.
The next one we got here, this is actually from Mike Fox, and we talked about him a little bit on a previous episode, but he has 1.4 million subscribers, and he does kind of like reaction videos, I guess. And this was sent to us, and this was the PCI catch that just happened like last week, and we were saying, you know, it's kind of messed up that Mike Fox doesn't link to the original video. But in this one, he actually did link to PCI.
Afterwards.
Someone told him, hey, this is so-and-so, you know, PCI Eric's video. And he was like, oh, I didn't know, you know, and I'll put the link.
Right. And in this video, he kind of like tries to critique, and he's, we'll play this and then we'll talk after.
What are you doing meeting a 15-year-old girl?
You're right.
Well, come talk to us or we're going to call the cops.
Okay, well, I don't want you to do that. I'm sorry.
So I mention this all the time. I really dislike these child predator catchers, poachers, whatever you want to call these people, using the threat of police as a way to engage in conversations with these people. The police...
Okay, so this is a perfect example of, and I'm not hating on this guy whatsoever, but you really have to do your research before you go and you put out a video to 1 million people. First off, before everyone was commenting this, he did not link the video, and Eric actually jumped in his comments and he kind of explained, he's like, and the decoy did, and said the police were called. You know, we don't tell them that the police are called, so they try to stay and wait, and then we try to have the cops show up, and it's kind of like a little surprise, you know. But nonetheless, he did say that he is, Mike Fox did say that he is going to make an update video and kind of issue an apology because PCM, they do everything right. And again, there's just a lot of people. So he did link the channel, and he is going to make a little apology saying that the cops were called and they did do everything right.
And I will say, like, if he's... my point of view is like, yeah, he doesn't really know everything, I think, because he's in the UK and he doesn't know the laws here probably as well as he does over there, and it's different, right? But I do like that he put the link in the description, and hopefully going forward when he does these videos, he links the original video.
Right.
You know, because if you're going to use it, at least link it so that people can find the original and not have to listen to him talking over it.
Right.
And I think it's good for also exposure because he has such a large platform. I mean, you can critique our channel if you want, and
at least link it.
At least link it. The next one we got here is coming from PPMASS. This is a premiere that's going to happen tomorrow morning. It's for us Pacific 9 a.m. and then Eastern will be 12.
So definitely go set your reminders.
And the next premiere we have is from Chris on What's Your Story. He's going to be interviewing Haim, who's CC Unit's decoy, I believe. And she was on a call earlier, and I like how CC Unit's now doing kind of the live calls as well.
I do too.
So that's kind of interesting. So go check that one out. And then also Scamula has a premiere, and it's starting right now, actually. So if you guys want to go check any of those out that are premiering, you got What's Your Story with Haim and Scamula Bader. And that pretty much wraps it up. Have a great weekend, you guys.
Yes, I hope you guys have a spooky weekend. Keep your children safe. If you're single and you're going out, definitely just be safe.
Get a DD.
Get a DD for sure. And we will see you guys on Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for hanging out with us. We love you. And shout outs to DAP for coming on. We love you.
Yeah, shout out to DAP. And that pretty much wraps it up. Until next time, you guys, have a safe Halloween.
Bye.
Peace.